Alright, so to work, and we're gonna be working on which has the temporary dialogue. Once again, I have the following comments. Let's start looking at them. So, well, this is quite a long list. It looks like quite a long list, but I'm sure we can summarize this into something more clear and more concise so we understand better what's going on. So, okay, in the intro I have made a low pass filter that affects the whole song. Let's move acoustic guitar into that. Okay, so loosening it up a bit. Now there's 100% effect. Okay, so intro. This is really important. Like, you have a client, he wants some stuff, and then he writes you a text and you need to interpret it correctly. So this is a really big part of doing the job. So what I understand that he wants, I have him here live as well. So what I understand that he wants precisely is to move acoustic guitar into that bandpass box so that it sounded together with percussion, just for the first 11 seconds, and maybe the whole bandpass. So intro. Make band pass less strong. Put the acoustic guitar inside of it. Great. Snare rolls instead of rims in first verse. I haven't noticed that in previous mix, and that was the mysterious one. So there are 2 points. Snare rolls, but if you solo the drum tracks, you will hear snare rolls here. I have no idea how it became snares. Yeah, I know why. So this whole comment becomes check, trigger in 22 and 32, and make sure these are stick hits, not snare, just like on 17 and 35. Yeah, it's all okay. This is because I'm using trigger. That's why we get some snare sound there, because it's getting triggered as a snare. So yeah, that's good. Main vocal line. It sounds cool in the chorus, but I'm not sure about the verses. A short doubling echo confuses me a bit. Don't know about this double track or reverb decay, but can we make the main vocals echo a bit longer and more blurry? So let's just take this. Can we make main vocal lines? Can we make the main vocal line echo longer and of more blurry? If it's reverb, I will try to raise the decay time. In short, put more dream pop shoegaze on it. as I read the comments, I would like to ask to Mitya that I think he's online. Mitya, could you please write there on YouTube on the comments what could be a great reference? I would love to see that in the chat on YouTube. If you can do that, that would be amazing. So I can just also here live have a listen to. You can put me the link to any song that you like if you can find it. I mean, I don't know, something that can just point me towards. Yeah, I see you wrote me there, Mitya. Just if yeah, that would be amazing. Just if you send me a reference, that will guide me on. So great. I'm happy that Mitya is live with me, so I can connect with him faster. So backing vocals. It's cool for the first verse, but since the chorus to the end on the second verse, it attracts too much attention. Let's reverb it more. Okay, so backing vocals. Don't touch first verse. Don't touch first verse. But since chorus, okay. From chorus till the end of the second verse, reverb it a bit more and make it a bit quieter. Cool. Okay. On note, on 042 the main voice goes down and the back box syncs up. Let's mute the back box here just for one word. Okay, no props. The same for 152, 156. Some backs interferes, so another note here. Note 152, 156. Some backs interfere with the main falsetto vocal line. Let's kill back voices here. Okay, great. Trumpet. It wasn't noticeable in the previous mid, but now it certainly is a bit louder, and it shouldn't be. Let's make it quieter. So, trumpet. Make it quieter. Shouldn't overcome the sax. Sax sits cool in the mix now. Great news. Awesome. So what do we got next? Main vox in the ending part. 159 to end. Everything is fine. Just let's make it a bit louder and or compress. Okay. Main vox ending part. Everything is great here. Backs and sax are in the right place. The chaos is rising up pretty cool. So everything cool. Just let's make a bit louder those vocals. We've lost a few kicks in the end. Okay, so this means also check trigger in the very end. In the very end. Ah, they are in the add tracks which I sent you today. Okay, check trigger in the very end. Or in the tracks sent by Mitya. And final one. Can you unsync that crystallizer cow's tails from a beat in the end and make it more randomized? Actually, it's not very important. I could do it myself later with the master track. No, that's not gonna be cool if you do it with the master track. I know he sent me another comments here that I have upstairs in the private zone. So, okay, I see. By the way, here's what I got through. Let's bring it down to the public zone. Here's what I thought on the latest notes. Simplify the process. Intro part. Send your reference on VK. First 30 seconds are affected, just as it meant to be here. But I think it's not very important for now. We could just remove the reverb from the acoustic guitar in the first 11 seconds. Let's copy this. Okay, so there is this information here about the crystallizer template. And I think I'm gonna ask Mitya while I'm doing this to render those tracks. It's just gonna be easier, and I'll use them as an effect, I think. Splice value. Well, like I'm gonna try to recreate what he did. That's another option. So yeah, so seems to be seems to be a fact that I have processed all the comments here. So let's just bring that from Telegram, these last 2 comments here. Bring this out of the public zone into the private zone. So intro part, I send you reference track via BK. The first 20 seconds of it are affected just as it's meant to be here, but it's not very important for now. We could just remove the reverb from the acoustic guitar in these first 11 secs and do all the rest. Okay, so I see it. Now I understand what he meant. Okay, so intro, let me just put this note here. And then I found, this is on point 8, I found a crystallizer template, which I think is all echo reverse and long reverse echo. I love this one as well. It's automated mix from 0 to 50%, and the last 4 bars I did some crazy rapid automation of the splice knob. By the way, I put these effects all over all the Vox tracks. Great. I'm happy you liked it. So now let's start addressing comments straight ahead. So we are gonna start with point 2, make bandpass less strong. So let's have a look at that. So let's go down. I hope that my camera will not betray me here. Sometimes my camera gets a bit crazy. I think I learned if I move it like this, will it get crazy? No. Great. So let's just use this. And I think, for what I understand, because my brain is about to melt by looking at this, I think this guy is just the opposite ways. Oops. So yeah, I just gotta do transform, flip horizontal. Bam. Now I got it there. Great. So we can see my meters. I also gotta remind myself to go to blue silk, which is what I had here. I make it in the look, you see, great. I'm happy I made this red silk. And so for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about the silk on the Neve 5060, the silk is, strangely enough, it's always like not so easy to like, it's an insertable circuit, so it just routes the signal through a certain circuit that, to put it in simple words, favor certain frequencies over others. It's all about how much of the signal goes to the transformer and to which transformer. So we can make a special episode about that, but let's just carry on for now where we are. Okay, so we're in red silk, like I had before, and let's carry on. I think that addresses comment number 1. I'm waiting for Mitya's confirmation because I got him here online. He seems to be fine. Let's leave it as like this. Great. So I jump to next point. Awesome. We got 1 point. So go back to project management. So I have this really nice, super stupid and very simple strategy. Whatever I finished, I make it bold text and then I don't get lost. Track trigger in 22 and 32 because yeah, there are some sticks that should be snares and snares that should be sticks. I'm joking, but I mean I have to check the trigger there because I'm using a trigger. So alright, what's the time code again? 22 and 32. So let's see here you can see where am I in the time code. Second, so let's just switch off the trigger for a sec. I don't understand so well what's up. I mean, in 22 seconds, maybe Mitya can help me out. He's online now. He's saying that there should be a stick there. Maybe it's here. Let me switch off the trigger here. I guess that's it. That's what we mean. Wow. Yeah, okay, I see. So this will require some chirurgical work because, look, let's compare this. Look at this stick. So this stick, it's obviously different than this one. I mean, it sounds like, wait. Like in here, in here, you see, I made an automation to the trigger. So I think I did it via the muting of some channels. You can see it here in trigger. Wait. Yeah, I muted. Yeah. I did some special deal here to protect those little stick hits because we wanted it to be like that. But here, if I mute the trigger, yeah, I get this kind of thing that it's really unpleasant. So in order to fix that, I'm going to make some little magic. So look, I have to do something that is with sticks, right? And I have these sticks here. Let's apply Occam's razor to this and try to sort it out on the simplest way possible. So the simplest way to fix this is to quickly change the output mix of the trigger or to switch off like I did before to mute some of the trigger some of the triggered sounds. Wait. So I have, for this I need to do something like this. Okay, muted. Then I need to go here and do it with all of them. Let's just try this to see if like this we can fix it. Yeah, they're becoming closer to the original source. The thing is that I had triggered all the hell out of this. Oh yeah, now we have sticks. Okay, seems like I'm sorting out this problem. I think I'm quite happy with what I have there. And the other point he said, that's on the 23, and then there is another one, I guess, here, right? There it is. So let's just extend this mute that I did for the triggers here. Let's go to channel 3 on the trigger and carry on doing. I gotta be a bit careful there because I think I'm muting the samples a bit too early. Let's have a look. I have to preserve that last hit. So I gotta check all those guys. These are the components of the trigger that make the snare sound more real, because this was a VST drums. And now I need to just make this dude a little bit louder. There you go. Okay. So I think this fixes point 2. In case I got somebody joining me for the first time today or something, because I have been expanding my marketing efforts. Firstly, let me say hello to everybody. Secondly, remember that these streams are, the point of these streams is to emulate what I experienced when I sat down on the back of a studio and I saw an engineer there working, and I was just like kind of doing my stuff, reading Tape Op magazine or something, and then like coming out and asking a question. So if you guys have any questions or want to say something, just use the comments there on the YouTube stream. Right now we are working on Mitya Kokarin's songs, and it's day 3 and everything is documented. You can go back to the archives of the channel and you will find there a lot of like how this mix was crafted from the beginning. We are in a little bit advanced already in this. This is day 3. And so I'm just going through the comments that he sent me, and I already like kind of analyze the comments and make sure that I understand them. And I also have Mitya here live with me on Telegram. So we're discussing things about his mix and making sure I close all these comments. So let's carry on. So I'm now here. Main vocal line. Can we make the main vocals echo longer and or a bit more blurry? If it's reverb, I would try to raise the decay time. In short, put more dream pop shoegaze. Look, I think I would like to hear Mitya's opinion about this. When I heard this song, I thought a lot about Toe, about the band Toe, which is one of my favorite bands personally. And also I think there is a little bit of Tokyo in this song. I know this maybe sounds strange, but I do believe that there is some elements of Tokyo in this piece. And so I really think what you mean. And there is a song actually, if I may, I'm gonna play it here from my YouTube Music account. Cannot wait for Spotify Russia to open, guys. Please, please open it. Open it. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of YouTube Music, really. I'm sorry, YouTube. I know I'm using you now, but it's just like there is a song from Boris called oh, is it the song called? No, fuck, I just forgot the name of this song. Boris band Hope? Yeah, I think it's this song, man. Yeah. So when I don't know how long I can play this without getting in troubles with YouTube laws of copyright, but so when somebody tells me dream pop, reverb, delay kind of thing, that's what I have in mind. If I'm off the mark, Mitya, would be great to hear your comments here. He sent me a vocal reference. I will check it out. So let's see how it is. Let's continue. So it's muted and see what I get from him. Actually, let's bring the references. Mitya sent me the references here, so let's bring them to the session. Let's take Telegram to the hidden zone. And here is Telegram on the hidden zone. And so I have this song, this reference sent to me by Mitya, by the client. Yep. Wow, I didn't know that Noisebook obviously has a YouTube channel. I'm so happy to see that. I recommend you guys to check it out. For those of you who are not in Russia, Noisebook is a very interesting Russian project. They also have a label, and so this is one of the songs. Great. Okay, I see the reference. So let's work on those vocals. My friend Mitya is telling me that the Boris song is in the right direction. By the way, just a second, I want to switch off the notifications of Telegram in this computer because it stresses me out. So no desktop notifications, thank you very much. That's why I have a laptop. Alright, so let's carry on there.
Там весна, и птицы летят стаей, летят куда-то они летят по небу.
So I'm hoping, I'm just playing this so Mita can have a listen. So he asked me for a longer decay. I'm using this wonderful AKG VX20 reverb, which is just fantastic for vocals. And so I simply increased the decay and made it a bit more wet to get a more dreamy kind of feel. Let's see how that sits in the mix. So I'm having an interesting conversation with the client right now, and one of the things he's saying is like, "Hey man, I cannot understand. I mean, because other comments further down the road are about the backing vocals and how it all feels. So I'm gonna fix that." He's asking me, "Man, it's hard for me to figure this out until you don't fix the backing vocals problem." So I'm gonna skip. You see, I'm gonna make it black because I need to make sure that. I only make things bold whenever I'm like done with that comment. So I need to undo that and then focus on this fact that I need to work a little bit on the backing vocals before he can understand what's going on. So let's carry on. So backing vocals don't touch first verse from chorus till the end. On the second verse, 48-minute 34 reverb, it more. So let's go to second 48, which is here. 48, great. So here's where there are some backing vocals coming back. So this reverse vox that I have here should be a bit more reverberated. I see. Alright, let's just add here, by the way, I really like Avid's deverb. It's just really sweet, very simple reverb that I like to use a lot because I'm really not such a fancy guy in terms of the things I use. Pretty simple stuff. comments I have is that these backing vocals should be a bit more reverberated. So let's do exactly that. Let's just grab these backing vocals and take my reverb that I put here and just drop it down here so we get a bit of a more washed feel to them. Check the moment around 152, 156. Let's see what's going on there. So 152, it's around here. 52, it's here. Yeah, let's see what's up there. To second 42, which is here. Also mute the backing vocals there. Wow, I don't know. I like them a lot. I got a comment there from Mitya. Backs in chorus. Let's bring down more and we can reverb it more. Okay, I will do so. It's really simple. So we're here. Thing, so I just gotta turn these guys down. Take a micro break so my client can hear the whole song and give me his impressions right now on the backing vocals. And I need to make a phone call connected to the computer of the studio to the creators of this computer, so meanwhile Mitya can have a listen to the song. So let's do that. let's see what Mitya has to say about this. Backs in chorus, let's bring it down more. Can we reverb it more so the edge? Okay, great. So actually can bring it down even more and reverb as well. So the same for backs on the second verse. So all the backing vocals needs to be pulled down a bit and reverberated a bit more. So let's have a look at that. That automation move I just made there was to make sure that the ending is not so aggressive in terms of reverb. I mean, I'm just reducing the level of reverb in the end because the end is really chaotic and there are a lot of elements going on there. So I don't want my backing vocals also to be super reverberated, but they will be a bit reverberated. Let's see if what I did satisfied what Mitya wants. This comment here, main vox ending part 159 to end, everything is fine, just make it a bit louder and or compress, it's getting a bit lost in the mix. So let's see, 159 is here. Yeah, let's do it like, let's use compression for this. Let's just automate the compressor on the CLA in both backing tracks and the lead. that was a problem on the exports that he sent me. This 0.7 check, triggers, and on tracks sent by Mitya. I would like Mitya to have a listen right now. I think he's there with us, so he can tell me if that sorted out the problem. Let's have a look. Working with Mitya there in conversation to see if those kicks are correct. I gotta be a bit careful with the level of those kicks there because they're a bit loud compared to the whole mix, because I mean the mix has less elements there, so I'm just gonna turn them down a touch. Same for these guys. These are duplicated kicks with a different sound. There we go. I was talking there and I forgot to switch on my mic. So 0.8. So 0.8 is that he wants a bit more chaos after 242. Ah, okay, so I see 242 till the end to make it more randomized. Actually, it's not very important. No, it's okay. I found the crystal RSI template called Echo Reverse. So let's have a look at that Echo Reverse. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, because I am using the same preset before in the song and I'm a little bit afraid, let me just jump to version 3. I always do this in case I have an accident or something, or the computer crashes or something like that. So, because I gotta be careful. I'm gonna duplicate these guys and I'm gonna leave them how they were, because they were really nice. And I'm just going to grab my waveform here, chish, and also here, waveform, and then to drop it down here. I just change the grid size. And now let's use the effect he suggested. So this guy is echo reverse and is long. I know this dude, long reversal echo. Let me just triple check. Echo reverse, long reversal echo. Yes. So let's put it on both of them. And then, yeah, change. And then, so we're gonna leave, because we're aiming for some really trippy things, so I'm gonna leave what we had before and work on the new one as well. He sent me image that will be useful for me now. Let's bring it to the public space here so we can all have a look at it. Here it is. So let's bring Meteor down here. Hey bro, let's see what's going on there. So that's the mix and the splice. This is the mix and the splice value, and so then he's just like blah, 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 making some sort of up and down shape. So let's do that, and also increase the mix progressively. I just regret having done something that I'm going to undo. I want these guys to stay in the same volume, but I want in the end them not to be so marked as they were supposed to be initially, and I'm gonna do that. Wait, I'm gonna leave. I think these guys are gonna be already like that. Yeah, awesome. So, and then I have here a mix. Let's have a look at that image again. The image is here. Yes. So it goes from 0 to kind of 50% for what I understand there. So the mix goes from 0 to kind of 50% here. Well, I'm gonna even make it more because I have other tracks of the same source kind of supporting it. So let's see what happens if I just do this. I copy automation here. Boom, great. So this recreates the mix part that he suggested me to do, and the second part I have to do is to play with the splice function and to record the automation of it. So let's just put it on right, and so let's have a look at that image again. Make sure you see it's a steady line and then brrr, around bar 55. So let's, well, I see we have a different measure. Wait, do we? Yeah, we have a different measure, but I think I understand what we're talking there. Let me see if I can, yeah, it's around the 2-minute 40 mark. That around the 2-minute 40 mark, the whole thing becomes like blah, blah, blah. So here's the 2-minute 40 mark. Let's go back here 2 minutes and seconds. Here's the 2-minute 40 mark. So around here, I'm gonna start moving the splice. He goes like down, up, down, up, down, up kind of thing. So let's have a look. So basically I wasted my time there because I didn't That's something annoying about Pro Tools, and I love that about Ableton Live, that you just touch something and it gets automation. Here you have to kind of go and tell to Pro Tools like, okay, bro, please grab the splice function. Where are you? I cannot see it right now. That's another weird thing of Soundtoys plugins. I noticed that they have different names in the automation menus than in the actual plugin. So splice offset. Now let's do it. Now I have the feeling that it shouldn't be the splice offset. I forgot Pro Tools has a function similar to Ableton. I just need to 1 second search it here. Pro Tools touch to automation. I think it's Command Alt Shift click. Here it is. Set automation to on off touch shortcut. No. Pro Tools click on function automation. No, that's not what I want. Here it is. Command Control click. So it should be Command Control click. No, for example on splice. No. That's lame. Wait. Yeah, it's certainly not the splice offset. What I need to automate. Change. Yes. Right. Should be the splice level. There it is. It's Command, Control, Alt, and then right click on something. Enable automation for delay value. That, you see, that's so stupid of Soundtoys plugins. It's like, okay, here it's called splice, but here it's called delay value. Like, okay, how am I supposed to know that, dude? Alright, fine. Now I know it. Okay. And now, to make it more fun, let's do a different one for the left channel. So it's even more trippy. Let's go back here to read, and then now let's go back here to this guy and automate. Switch on the automation for delay value. Let's just redo this. Enable automation for delay value, right? And go here. Wait, let me just, I got confused for a second, so let's just destroy this and go like to make sure that it's the one I want, and enable automation for delay value. And now I go around here. Let's just see it here, delay value, right? So no, I made a mistake. Let's undo this, and because I was not in right mode of automation. So let's go again. I think that we will have more fun if the recycle level is high. It's also increasing the recycle level for this for sound toys is the kind of feedback parameter. So wait a second, cancel. Okay, so let's not change that. Let's go back to read mode here, and apparently I already had a little automation for that. So I think I need to do something like this so it's more interesting and it keeps growing and growing and growing. So we have a lot of repetitions in the end. Wait, here. So I want to get the comments of my client on it. Let's see what happens. my client says that he likes the ending. We're happy with this. We want to see the moment in the end here when I increase the compression of the vocal. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so we have determined that in this part where I increase the compression of the vocals, we just want to achieve the same effect with volume. So easy to fix. 1, delete this compression automation. 2, delete this compression automation. And then grab volume automation and just make it a bit louder here. And delete vocals more than this. And then I'll show it. Oops. And then I'll show it to volume. To Mitya so he can tell me what he thinks. Pim, pim, pim. Let's see. Let's play it again so it's more clear. I'm kind of ready with all the comments, I think. I see that the right direction, but let's try to make it a bit less reverberated there. So he wants the vocals to be a bit less reverberated in the end. Let's do it. So I have reduced the reverberation there. Let's see if he likes it. he wants a bit of compression to open them up a bit, so let's do that. So let's show them to him so he can hear them all. So I think we reach a point when it's better to send it to the client. So a bit more. We need a bit more basic axis. Okay, so I'm gonna add a bit more compression to the vocals, have him to listen, and then if he says okay, send it to me, I'll send it to him, and then we will carry on this, most likely offline, and release reverb more. So to add a bit more reverb, or just confirming with him what's up. No, less reverb, more compression. Okay, let's try that. He says I'll add 3 dB just to relax and get further. Volume or comp? Volume to lead. box. Or just want to make sure I understand what he wants. So he's saying, hey dude, can you add a bit 3 decibels more? But I'm not sure if he means to compress the thing 3 decibels down and push it, or just volume. Let's have a look. Volume of lead vox. Yep, okay, great. So let's just add 3 decibel of volume there to the lead vocals. It seems like we have a happy media, so I'm going to export the mix, send it to him. If you have any further comments, I will address them, and if he has no further comments, I will master it, and so we will have a mastering point, like a mastering video as well, coming up soon. He's asking me to play it before we have some points, he's saying. Okay, I think I need to make a break now, so I will just record it, send it, so he can comment it thoroughly. You will be able to hear it now, and then I can gather those comments a bit later, if that's okay. So let's do that. Alright, so here we go. I leave you with my outro credits, which is just my logo, and Mitya Kokarin with the song we have been mixing for a couple of weeks. That is mwah, beautiful. I love this song, and it's another great example that when the arrangements are great, everything falls into place so easily. This was such an effortless work, and it was just because the song is wonderful. Like, and it's not really recorded in a real studio, like most of the things are done at home. I don't know the details, but certainly the drums were not real. But the whole thing is so tasty and so full of great ideas that you see, one doesn't get distracted by acoustic nuances. It's just the song is great and it all falls into place. So thank you, man, for having given me the opportunity to mix this track. I really love it, and I hope that you like the result. So for now, let's just give it a record and take a little break, and we'll be back a bit later. All right. Good evening to everybody. Take great care. Take care of those who you love. Be safe. Remember that these are very special times in which we have to show really the best of ourselves to the world. So don't forget that everybody's suffering, and behind that mask that maybe you may be wearing for the stopping the spread of the virus, just show your smile, because it will make the day to somebody. So let's just be super kind and super full of forces and push humanity further. Much love to everybody. Take good care.